We never had the dream of being in the Olympic Games or in the World Series, but once you start doing the steps that you have to do to become a better referee, the opportunities start to come as well. So, and one of the things that we usually say is, you might not remember in 10 years' time or 20 years' time the game that you refereed, New Zealand-Fiji, what was the score, which players played in that game. At least I don't remember. But you will remember the memories, you remember the traveling. It's hard because you spend a lot of time away from home, away from family. You start to miss some commitments, but then at the same time, if you have the right support, you'll find awesome people, new cultures, countries that you would never go to if it wasn't the Sevens and the Seven Series. So now, for 7 years now doing that, it's amazing. And I'm very fortunate to be able to do it and still doing it, even if I'm a little bit older than I should. But it's amazing. The most amazing thing is when you go to a place and people remember you. Not just because you're a referee, because most of the people, the volunteers, the people in the food trucks or the ball boys don't know you, but they will remember, oh, you were here last year. So it's a very, very nice experience. We know it will be scrutiny around our performance, and sometimes we do mistakes. It's the human part of the refereeing side as well, is to do mistakes. And sometimes people don't accept it as well. Honestly, I stay away from social media. I think it's at the moment a very vulnerable way to be exposed. And if you stay away from it, at least for a couple of days or a week or a month, I think you will reflect on what you did, work hard to get better in the next game, and prove actually that you are able to do the job. Like the players, they will do mistakes, the coaches will do mistakes, the spectators interpret the situations differently as well. So I think that's the mindset that you should have as a referee. But obviously, the social media has a very, very big impact in our mental health. Sometimes you don't sleep. You spend 2 days thinking about what happened, and especially if it goes a little bit more personal, if it goes to the family, to the friends, not to the referee. I usually say, when you become a referee, you have a character, like a movie actor. So you dress your jersey and you become the referee. And once you dress out the jersey, then you become Paulo again. So when you get those comments, and sometimes very negative comments, it's towards the referee, not Paulo. So you try to balance that. I think it changed along the time. In the beginning, when I started to do sevens, because it's fun, it's intense, it's all day. You are young, so you want to experiment everything, watch everything, go everywhere to see all the fields as well, all the competitions. But once you get a little bit more experienced, you learn how to manage yourself and say, I need to stay in the shade, I need to hydrate, I need to sleep, I need to see my games, review my games. So you kind of go in the morning. I'm a person that likes to sleep in, so I don't do breakfasts. But other callers obviously go breakfast. And then get my mind in the game, might review some games or re-watch some games to get the sevens mode again. Obviously, warm-up is a very important part of the day, because it's either to sweat out and be ready, put your body ready to referee, or just to put your mindset for a game mode. But then you do the game and you have to deal with the pressure. It's something that we learn more and more, is how to cope with the pressure, use the environment to have a getaway. So I use the stands and the crowd to escape and get the adrenaline, the good adrenaline. When you don't have that much and all the tensions in the field, you have to get some stimulus, interact with players, tie a lace, slap your bum, something that can work with you, use some words. And then once you finish the game, usually I like to shake hands if they want to shake hands. Otherwise, I'll just go to my changing room, cool down, review the game, speak to my colleagues, and do it again. Because that's sevens. We will constantly do it again, do it again. And it becomes more natural, and sometimes you understand what you need. Sometimes it's just a big warm-up, sometimes it's just stretching, sometimes it's just listening to music. And the good thing is, after you finish your day, it's not finished. So you have to eat, you have to rest, but most importantly, you have to review your whole day, prepare some key points for the next day, and then we go fatigue, probably had a bad day in the first day or a good day in the first day. And then you go for the second day, which is the most important. First day is very important, but it's where the semi-finals, the quarterfinals are played, and whoever goes to the final. So it's a little bit more tension going on, and you have to be sharp like in the first day, or better if you have to improve.